Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I've always had access to guns. I still enjoy target shooting, shooting clay pigeons, and hunting with my friends. However, in light of recent events, a meaningful conversation about gun control needs to take place. Not a debate where rhetoric is exchanged from polarized camps, where action is talked about but never taken. Tonight I'm going to go over some common arguments preventing meaningful conversation. One, gun control won't do any good. Another argument is gun control is a slippery slope to banning guns altogether. And the last reason we're going to discuss is any restriction on guns is a violation of liberty and the Second Amendment. Let's start here. We need to keep in mind the conversation is about gun control. In the case of the District of Columbia versus Heller, the Supreme Court upheld our rights to bear arms. Gun control is not an attack on law-abiding citizens. It's not directed at removing guns from law-abiding citizens' homes. Gun control is not a conversation about banning guns. Some feel that gun control wouldn't do any good, so why bother? According to the Injury Prevention Medical Journal, in Australia from 1979 to 1996 had 13 mass shootings, which killed 104 and injured 52. After the shooting in 1996, the Port Arthur mass shooting, they put gun control measures in place, banning assault rifles, pump shotguns, and large capacity magazines. Since 1996, Australia has had no mass shootings. Now, this may not be a solution for our country, but not doing anything guarantees that nothing will change. There's also the fear that gun control is the first step on a slippery slope to banning guns. The U.S. has had gun control measures in place before. These measures banned assault rifles and high-capacity magazines. It was called the Brady Bill. The ban on such weapons expired in 2004. That gun control measure, that step, did not send us down a path to banning guns altogether. Canada, Australia, other Western European countries have restrictive gun control measures in place, but continue to allow law-abiding citizens the right to gun ownership. As we discussed earlier, the Supreme Court has held up the right for U.S. citizens to bear arms. There is no evidence the slippery slope argument is credible. 1,312 injured, 462 dead, 353 mass shootings in 340 days in 2015. The liberty of the dead to have life, the liberty of the families to be free from loss, the liberty of communities to be free from such tragedies with such frequency is greater than the freedom of unfettered access to guns. The Second Amendment upholds rights of Americans to bear arms. There is no slippery slope. The only guarantee of no results is inaction. We have an obligation to protect our families. We need to stop the rhetoric. And we need to start having a meaningful conversation about a balanced approach to gun control.